What's up, everybody? Welcome to this channel. Welcome to the Walking Dead episode Bury Me Here recap review. Just so you know, there'll be spoilers all over the place. So if you're not here for that, here's your chance to go. So yeah, Bury Me Here description from TV is keeping with the routine supply drop off. A group of kingdomers deliver goods to the saviors, but things don't go as planned. So, pretty much, like, the short end of this episode is, we learned that, not Spencer, Richard sets up the kingdom to be short, with the drop-off, and Benjamin gets shot in the leg for it. They rush him to Carol's. He dies. Morgan goes back into crazy Morgan mode for a bit and starts seeing, like, he goes back to where the road was blocked, screaming pretty much, and has flashbacks of Clear and Just Listen and things of that nature, like when he was crazy. We learned that it was Richard. He hid the melon under yellow crate, and when Morgan goes to confront him, we hear Richard's story on why the way he is, why he's so aggressive about we need to do something. Is he was in a big group before when it first happened. He didn't do anything. There was a fight and a fire. His wife died, and then his daughter died 3 weeks later, which is very similar to Morgan's story of his wife was a walker walking around his house when Rick was there. Dwayne died. He had to kill Dwayne, and he went crazy. So, at the drop-off the next day, which to me doesn't make any sense, because when they're not making gasoline and gas is short in supply, you're going to drive to the same place you drove yesterday to get one melon, because that's how they put it. Like, you guys get emotional. They took their guns, and they told them, after the kid got shot, it was the same guy that was messing with them the whole time, that said Richard would die first, which is why Richard said he did it, because he was going to get shot but didn't. And then, so when the road was blocked off, it said bury me here, and there was a grave dug, and a backpack that said Katie, which would have been his little girl. So yeah, when they go to make the second drop-off with the one melon, also, the Royal Garden has a certain kind of bug that they have to kill every crop, burn all the crops in the Royal Garden, so that they don't spread, and then they can plant again. So they do that. Anywho, so Richard's reason of setting him up was he was going to get shot. That was going to push Ezekiel over the edge. They would join up with Alexandria and fight the Saviors. Same story we've been hearing the whole half of this season. Anywho, Benjamin dies. Morgan freaks out. At the drop-off, he says if he told him to Rich, he's like, you tell him? He's like, oh, not now. I'll tell him when we leave. And then Ezekiel's like, what? And he's like, it's better if I'll say when we get back. So they make the drop-off, and Richard gives the guy the melon. Morgan comes up behind him with the stick. He got his stick back, by the way. And then he strangles Richard to death. Everyone kind of just looks at him like, Morgan, stop it. What are you doing? Oh, my God. He then says his plan all the way up to, he left Alexandria out of it and everybody rising up against him. But, so everyone's kind of just like, what? And then he goes and drags Richard's body to the same spot where he dug his own grave, puts him in it, finds the backpack, ducks it off, throws the backpack in his grave, and then goes to talk to Carol, and he told Carol what really happened, and Carol's kind of crying, and not like sobbing, but just like, you know when you get that angry cry, and you just like cry tears? So she's just crying tears, and then Morgan says, I'm gonna go kill him, and he walks off, and she's like, where are you going? Stop, wait, and then she's like, you can go, but you cannot go. So basically the same thing he told her when they left her at that house to be alone. So she swaps with Morgan, and then she talks to Ezekiel and Benjamin's brother. They are replanting the royal garden, and she says, I'm here now because we got to get ready to fight, and Ezekiel says, we do, but not today. So it's like, this was the whole setup, whole episode was to set up to finally make Ezekiel go, yeah, we'll help you in the war. Which, if you read the comic, it was kind of like a spin-off, throw you off the track type thing, but I don't know. Anyways, 2 people died, more than recent finales, so there's that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to you next week. Peace.